Alright, I wanted to make this video before I started cleaning some things up here, but I'm on my way to, I'm going to take this engine block to the shop and wash it off in the tank, but I wanted to show how well this engine is compared to some of these other ones. Now them's just been, that's the crosshatches from the original honing, so yeah, this engine's in pretty decent shape. The piston's in pretty good shape. I haven't cleaned anything up yet, but there's no wear on the skirts, which I'm really happy about. Some grease oil there. Every one of them look like that. The rod bearings are pretty trashed, but here's the problem with this motor. And the guy sold me this motor as a, where'd it go to? Yeah, this is the right one. Front main. There it is. I don't know what that is. Kind of looks like weld. But yeah. If I'd have just run this motor, it'd have lost oil pressure right quick. This crank needs polished. I'm not sure how good it is. It's one of the school bus motors. But something very interesting that I found. This crank is made in Brazil. That's the one out of the motor. This one is made in the USA. I have to say that USA crank, it seems a little heavier. Now this block, it's a USA block. And you can see it there. That's an International Harvester head. So if I use the USA block, I should have a pretty good set here. Cummins built these parts all over the world, so it's nothing really surprising. Usually the blocks are made in Brazil, but that block there, that's the cracked one. It's an International Harvester block. That one I think is a Brazilian block. Either way, yeah, I got my parts for the generator. I haven't been working on this. I've been trying to tear this Cummins down. I've been kind of washing parts, and I got my crankshaft back for the Allis-Chalmers B. You end up turning it down, it's 10 under. So I need to get that cleaned up, put back together. And I'll put the little clip in here where I got this piece made. This is the broken one. And I got it made. And it's down inside there. So we'll be getting the owning back together and see if it runs and generates. So yeah, anyhow, I'm going to load this on the truck, take it to work and put it in a wash tank. So anything happens, I'll bring you back. Alright, I wanted to show this piece before I put it in there. This was the old piece. And these are the little ears that were broke off of it. And this is the piece I had the machinist make. It's got the little holes in there. This one's got the little holes in there. He said he had about 3 hours in trying to make that. Then he wouldn't charge me for it. No. The only thing was really critical was this was 7 millimeters apart. So I'll probably make another video with the shop update, and I wanted to show this before I put it in the plunger there, just like that one. So alright, I'll bring it back. Yeah, I got my shop hoist here running, but there's that #1 main bearing, and everything else in that crank looks good, but if I'd have run that, it wouldn't have been long to have spun that bearing. So, and it hasn't spun the bearing, it just it couldn't have had good oil pressure. So the guy told me it was a good running motor, but it wouldn't have been for long. So anyhow, yeah, I'm gonna load this thing up and head off to work. Thanks for watching. Alright, this is what we're doing today. I had about 100 bushel of corn left on the truck. We're putting it in the gravity wagon. Got this little 3-inch auger out, and we're putting it in the gravity wagon to make feed out of for the winter. Got the fan in it there. Don't pull it too far into the corner, just let it heat up in the middle, so that fan will work. Almost mesmerizing. That's running out. Just about empty. Okay, I'll bring it back. Alright, one of the other things I wanted to show you today is I got a call. A buddy of mine bought a manure spreader and a hay rake, and he says, you really ought to go buy that mower. And I says, what mower? He says, well, I found this hay mower. Down by, actually it was down by Larry Zonka's farm in Lisbon, Ohio. So we went down and got the manure spreader, and I looked at this thing, and yeah, I'm pretty impressed with it. It's a 1411 New Holland, 10 foot wide. Tongue swings over pretty good. It's got a cylinder there and a cylinder there, and I'm not sure what that cylinder does. I think when you let it down, it lets the head float. I'm not sure, but one of the problems with it is that gearbox right there is leaking oil. I think it's running down that drive shaft. It would be that gearbox, which I don't think is all that hard to take off there. Pull that shield off in the PTO shaft, and it'll come right out of there. And it's the lower seal in that thing right there. Yeah, I haven't got to look at it much. I brought it home about 3 weeks ago. I've been sitting down here and sitting out. We finally got the combine pulled in and got it backed in the shed far enough. So anyhow, we're gonna cover it up for the winter. Early in the spring, we'll come out here and pull that gearbox apart. It's a little banged up, but for what I got in it, I should be able to get that out of my 488 New Holland hay bind. It needs new knives, and I'm not sure, but I think I think you're supposed to take them crop lifters off there. I'm not sure. I think it takes a lot less horsepower or something. I'm not sure. There was a reason. But it's 10 foot wide. And the rolls look really good on it. No rubber out of the rolls. And my old hay bind, I was worried about the wobbler box. So yeah, I can put a seal on this and give her a try. Yeah, see right there, I think it's the problem. You got a bunch of hay wrapped around there. And I don't know. I may not have to take it out of there. I may have to take that drive shaft out. And maybe we'll get to it right there. But boy, that'd be a bear to work on. So anyhow, I'm going to leave her sit here for the winter. Put that down. Pretty nice looking hay bind. It's set out for all my life. Yes, Harold, what do you want? Scold me for something. What do you think, Harold? What do you think of that? Do you approve? What do you think? Are you hungry? Oh. You think that'll work? Do you want me to go feed you? All right. Thanks for watching.